this is game number 2 throughout the night. There will probably be 3 games played tonight, so stick around if you want to try and fit into that last game. We had a lot of people sign up, so I don't know how many open spots we'll have, but we'll let you know, and we'll announce it in chat and stuff if we have open spots. But yeah, here we go with game 2, and the bands are coming out, and there's a Kale band.
Hey, you want to talk about how good Kale is now?
I've heard. I haven't seen it, but I've heard. They gave her. Did they actually give her more damage on her E, or did they just move it around? I'm still not clear on that.
Both. They moved it and gave it more. If that makes any sense.
Interesting.
It's pretty potent.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely not gonna see it now. All right, first pick Thresh. Hey, that's a good first pick. Doesn't really give anything away. He saw it and oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Brown, you are setting a terrible example.
Why?
Tom Kench.
Why are you doing this, Brown?
You just said last game, don't pick new champions in BA.
Oh
hey,
my
Brown's
goodness.
like, you know what? Oh, frog. Catfish. He's a catfish. What am I saying?
Is he a catfish? He has a pretty long tongue for a catfish.
You don't know. You don't know. Give that catfish his life.
I'm pretty sure catfishes don't have tongues that lash out like a frog.
Oh, they may be. That might explain a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, we got an Italy. We have Nunu. We have Tom Kench.
Ooh. Are we gonna see Italy in the jungle? She did really well in LCS this last week, to say the least.
And again, these AP itemization changes only just add more to everything.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
What?
I'm just looking at something at Nidalee real quick. Because Nidalee has to now builds the Runeglaive, right?
She can. I don't see why she wouldn't. If she was in the jungle, you might as well build that.
Yeah.
No other item really makes sense unless you go tank AD Nidalee, which would be a little weird. It'd be like Fizz AD tank in the jungle, but yeah. Frown. I have experience on Tam Kench. Yeah, those 2 or 3 games you've played today.
No, I was just looking at Nidalee. Like I was looking at her execute in particular, and it's already magic damage anyway. So never mind. I was trying to spin something, and I spun out of control.
Yeah, I do agree with Andrew. Nidalee is one champ that can win the game in 15 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. She's still really strong even after those nerfs. I'm seeing a lot of CC and control from purple team, but not much else in terms of damage.
Yeah.
That Lucian player better bring out his inner bang from SKT1.
Better sling as much lane as possible.
Yep.
They do have an option open for the mid lane to pick up any sort of damage, and with the smorgasbord that is the new AP items, it does open up a lot of potential.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, we got Demacia.
Alright, so it looks like Diana jungle and Nidalee in mid. First game today. Oh, I'm guessing Frown played some games on the PvE then.
Ah.
Not everybody is privileged.
Yeah, nobody has the key to the golden gates of PvE.
I know, right? Yeah. Bang was insane that game. He dodged everything with the help of Lulu speed up and shields. Let's see here.
I'm trying to think of what they could pick in the mid lane, and this is all up on.
Well, yeah, I'm like trying to think what would do well against blue. It's just like
okay,
they
all right. I like that.
Oh,
I was like in Twisted Fate.
I'm trying to think of blue teams like Comp, like Sivir and Garen and Diana, and even Thresh kind of go well together, I feel like. You know, they kind of go with the we're running at you full speed type of deal.
Yeah.
And I guess Nidalee can kind of work around that. She can stay on the fringe of combat, firing spears and diving in for that quick kill and hop right back out, I guess. So I think that's kind of how their team works best, maybe, I would say.
That being said, Italy is going to have a hard time finding targets to do that too.
Oh, most definitely.
So that's what Italy wants to do. That being said, that's a lot of durability coming on the side of Red Team.
Yeah, like, cause this is just completely 100% guessing here. I'm guessing Tom, whatever his name is.
Catfish.
He isn't gonna be squishy. Neither is Maokai or Nunu, and Fizz is gonna be highly mobile, able to escape. So I don't know if he's necessarily so bad with this team. I feel like he fits into a lot of teams, to tell the truth.
With the ability to protect squishy targets by eating them, and then just having that map mobility to where you grab your ADCs like, hey nerd, we're gonna gank mid, we're gonna revenge going mid lane. Is really nice. So if Tahm Kench can be kind of like the, I don't want to say peel bot, but sort of the protection for Lucian, that really leaves Nidalee's options limited. It leaves Diana's options limited.
Yeah.
On who they can pick off, and then you're dealing with a front line that's pretty gross.
Yeah, like even if a spear hits Lucian at max range and he's so low, and then Nidalee's just like jumping in with the extended jump, going for the kill, Tahm can just like, and I eat Lucian.
I'm gonna grab this guy and go. I'll catch you later.
And then at that point, Maokai and Nunu turn and just lock him down. But if you have multiple people going in, like say Diana, I feel I'm forgetting, of course, about Diana and Garen. They can also bypass a lot of people. So
yeah,
it's gonna be interesting to say the least.
Yeah, this is gonna be like Clash of the Tanks, and whomever keep their tanks propped up longer may win.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I kind of want to ask Twitch chat. Looking at these teams, we got a full minute 20 left before we go into this game, so I'm wondering what Twitch chat thinks. Which team will come out ahead? Which champ in particular looks like they're gonna excel because of a certain weakness they see on the other team? Are you gonna go with Frown's insane PBE experience on Tahm Ken? I don't know, isn't it Kench?
Yeah.
Or are they gonna go with the run at you full speed team comp? You're going with
Demacia?
Crazy Phil says Whale. I guess he's pretty good on Fizz. If he had picked Udyr, I would have just automatically given the win to blue team. If Whale had picked Udyr.
I think in terms of between Nidalee and Fizz looking for targets opportunity, I think Fizz has a better time in this situation. Only by a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I'm really thinking about it, blue team's front line is Garen Thresh, comparatively to the Nunu Maokai and possibly Tahm Kench of the red team.
Yeah,
that's a pretty solid front line.
Mm-hmm. And it does rely a little bit on Nidalee and Diana and Sivir kind of getting themselves out of trouble. Like, it kind of relies on them doing that, but
I am now in my head thinking about all the stupid broken things you do with Tahm Kench, and it's.
I have yet
go back to base. Go back to base around when blue buff spawns. Just hear me out on this.
I don't think I've even seen him played yet. So.
You get level 6. You go and you just go pick up your mid laner. You just bring him to bot lane.
Yeah.
And then you gank with your ADC. It's like, hey, look what I brought. A gank. Oh, wow. Alright, Frown. Well, I wish to be impressed. Show me what you got.
In terms of skins, one team has a significant advantage, so.
True. Like, they don't even have Nunu bot. But to be fair, that is
a legendary.
That is a Chroma Fizz. That's a Chroma Fizz skin.
That's a Chroma Fizz?
Yeah, it says Fizz Scorch.
It doesn't look any different.
No, they don't change the splash.
Oh, okay, alright.
The name. Yeah.
Alright, Fizz Scorch. Alright. Is it yellow or red or something dumb like
Well,
that?
that's a mystery. That's one of the surprises you get as a caster now. It's like, ooh, which color of Fizz do we get today?
Alright. Instead of Lucian, they should have gone with Callista. Callista plus Tam, great combo. It could be a great combo, I don't know. But Callista also got a pretty significant nerf, I feel like, this last patch.
Technically, when Tahm Kench eats Lucian, doesn't interrupt his channel of his ultimate, so...
So he'll just have lasers shooting out of his mouth?
Yeah! So, I mean, like, it is interesting synergy in that regard, but I think Tahm Kench needs sort of a more aggressive ADC. I mean, Callista's an aggressive ADC,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I think that lane's going to work well, but Lucian's not a bad pick either.
Yeah.
We'll see how they make it work.
GG, no horse overlay. Where is Horse Doctor? Well, when horses get a little old, they take him to a place called the Glue Factory, guys, so... I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, horse is not glitter glue.
Yeah. Nah, he's taking a break, enjoying his nasty Diet Coke.
Ew.
I know, right? Coke Zero all the way.
Can I amend that with Cherry Coke Zero?
Yeah, oh, most definitely.
Okay, cool.
Alright, here we go. People spreading out, throwing wards out. Blue team has no coverage of their upper jungle whatsoever.
Yeah.
But
Well, oh. There goes Helmet Bro's hat. Oh no. Wards are free in the first like minute. Get it out now, and you'll be able to get some early vision. You're not gonna get punished for that.
he has 2 coats sewn in the back. Look at that. Huh.
Step closer, and I'll carry you to your prize. This is my happy face.
Alright, Diana starting red side. Nunu starting blue.
And they say I have a grim sense of humor.
As Diana, do you feel like it's better to farm until 6 before you start ganking heavily? Or like you can like throw 1 or 2 good ganks in there?
Diana's ganks are a little unimpressive pre-6. I feel like if the enemy team's pushing really heavily, you could probably throw up an assist gank because you have at least your E.
Yeah.
But if trying to get something to happen if your lane's behind, or if your lane's ahead, then no, not really. There's not much you're gonna be able to find. Unless, of course, you've got some good gank assist just in the lane itself. Like if you're walking into a Nami lane that's being shoved into, then sure. We'll literally trade in there. But yeah, no, it's usually best though just to farm till 6 and let your level 6 engage really
Yeah.
get things going. Look at those tongue slaps.
Good check up in on top lane here. I have a feeling the matchup top lane is gonna be just a little bit of a wet noodle and insane sustain, especially once Maokai grabs a catalyst. Nice Q.
Brown's actually doing a pretty decent job harassing right now on Kench. A little impressed, not gonna lie.
Oh, mid lane.
Well flexing his muscles right now. Farm's still pretty even, so
Yeah.
really not in too much danger.
I was impressed with Maokai up top. He saw Garen Q towards him, so he got his own Q knockup off on Garen as the silence before the silence came down on him and allowed him to trade even trade pretty hard in lane. Oh. Wow. That's a little rough. He had like no mana when he went on there. A lot slower game than the last one.
Yeah. I was
Even with
about to
that
say this
mid.
one's not as riddled with blood.
Yeah. Oh, there's the hook onto the fish.
Ah.
Oh, he wants to keep
Uh-oh.
going. He wants to
Uh-oh.
keep going.
Oh.
Whoa!
Pretty heavy playing ground. You guys are all really low.
Yeah. Thresh is actually a lot of health. You can do a lot of zoning here.
Yeah. Oh, good hook.
Oh, he didn't have the mana to back it up with the flay, it looked like. But looks like Sivir and Thresh will be in control of that bot lane here for the time being. Italy doing a good job of keeping her farm up in spite of that early death. Diana goes back. She's got quite a bit of CS.
Really, this game's a lot more even than it was last game one. I think the only big discrepancy that we have is in mid lane between Whale.
Maokai has a little bit of a CS lead on Garen.
Yeah.
Other than that. It looked like Garen started a longsword top lane. Which actually seems alright on him, I guess. I'm not a Garen expert, but I can see why that'd be pretty useful on him early game. And you're
Yeah.
not exactly going to be doing a whole lot of auto attacking, so Doran's Blade isn't exactly your best friend either.
Yeah, Doran's not gonna be your best friend. Doran's shield. I mean, Maokai does auto attack, not all that much.
Yeah.
But I can see the longsword at level 6. That's actually
Looks
good
like-
flash from Nidalee. I don't think if Nidalee was if she didn't burn flash, I think she would have been dead there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Looks like Diana's kind of heading towards mid a bit. They did spot out Nunu with that deep ward placed by Diana. That was a really good ward to put out. Oh, Nidalee's roaming top.
Yeah, Maokai's out of mana.
Oh!
That was a lot of health. Alright, can you dance through the spear?
Oh, nope. Wow. Nice roam there by Nidalee.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Nunu with the attempted counter jungle. Looks like he's gonna get it.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna pay for it with his life though. Fizz already went back mid lane. I wonder if he knows that. I don't think he knows that. Was that a flash?
Yeah, that was a flash.
Yeah. If only you had flashed Diana. Oh my goodness! Okay, so one thing about picking that fight, Nunu, is yeah, you're not exactly known as a duelist, and B, your Fizz went back, so you have no strength in mid anywhere close to back you up if Nidalee turns up. So yeah.
And Nidalee turned up.
You know, yes, she did. Oh, will she be chum in the water though? She will. Wow. Got quite a bit of a matchup here mid lane. Both mid laners making plays. I like it.
Yeah.
Good deep ward there from Wale. Up ward. I wonder if I'm just really glad to see a ward coming out of him.
Yeah, no, good job.
And it looks like Nunu here wants to give blue over to Fizz, which frankly, pretty great idea.
Yeah.
Fizz is 2-0. He's shown that he can pretty much affect every part of the map, so yeah. I like the call giving it to him.
With the recent changes, do you still think Ro is a good item on Maokai with the reduced health? He's gonna get more damage and more mana, I think, in the long run.
And there's
But-
less health on Righteous Glory now too, which
Yeah.
is weird. So yeah, I don't know.
And the cooldown's up too. That's a tough call. One of those subtle Maokai nerfs.
Yeah. Looks like they're both Nidalee and Diana are heading top. But Maokai's got a ward down the Nidalee or Garen, one of you.
Actually a fair amount of damage.
He's gonna get away, I think. Oh, she's
Yeah,
gonna keep at it.
I don't know if that was...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Garen back up. I mean, not much that anybody could, or not much red team could do.
So yeah, Nunu sees that. Oh, what's his name? Diana's top, so he goes into counter jungle, but Nidalee's, whoa,
Landing spears.
Landon Spears, and he thought he had Fizz's backup. I'm pretty sure during that whole sequence. So
Yeah.
maybe spamming pings and might help out a bit. But yeah, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to get your teammates' attention.
Uh-oh. Diana might get caught out by Fizz
Oh yeah.
here. Uh-oh. And they actually get the whale.
Oh wow. Jeez. That untargetability.
Yeah, that both of them standing on that fish was pretty devastating.
Mm-hmm.
And then the playful trickster at the end saved
Does
his
that,
life.
if you get hit with it but it's not stuck on you, does that the effect where you get 30% more damage from Fizz, does that still take effect then?
The only person that's going to get the damage amplification is the person who gets stuck with the fish.
Okay.
But you still take damage when the
Oh, yeah.
shark erupts. So
Yeah. Wow. Dinah looking to make a play here. Thresh Lantern? Thresh Lantern? Thresh Lantern?
Sivril? Or she's out of mana, huh?
There, she's got it now.
Oh, that play.
And turns it
Oh,
into a shield!
That shield's huge!
Oh my goodness! Oh!
Wow, that shield's huge!
Nice teleport by Maokai here.
Yeah. Good
Dang.
job, Mao.
That completely turned around.
Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh! There goes the Fizz!
Italy's had enough. Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh!
Almost! That Nunu assist, like, I'm doing Dragon here. Let me give you an absolute zero in the meantime.
Oh man.
Oh.
Oh man!
Oh, Lucian, no!
There's the colon! It's gonna be enough!
And the ignite! Oh my gosh.
Oh man!
Alright.
Both teams making plays, and it looks like in response, Garen decided to try and push mid, and he almost got the tower,
Yeah, that was a very, very interesting series of events.
to say the least.
Blue team pushing really hard, got Frown on Tom Kench. A great teleport in Rome coming in for both Maokai and Fizz was able to really turn that fight around in their favor.
Yeah. Did oh, see, Garen doesn't have teleport. He decided to go for a lane advantage with Ignite.
Yeah.
Alright. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, like, I'm perfectly fine with people picking those summoners supposed to dominate lane.
Oh, poor Diana.
You just can see the power of teleport in that right there, but very rarely do you see teleport used to the best extent, especially in solo queue.
Alright, that was a very good use of that swallow. I like that.
Yeah.
That extra movement speed really came into play there. That was good. Good job, Frown.
Yeah, it might get a little bit used for your teammates to get used to being swallowed up by a teammate, but in the end,
Like, wait, what?
in the end, they will thank you.
That was a good spear. That's starting to chunk.
It is. Looks like Fizz is gonna get blue again. So I'm gonna check vision real quick. Blue team, a lot of defensive wards, some pinks in their own jungle. They're ready for any invades from Nunu. I like it. It's a good strategy. Red team, nothing really aggressive ward-wise. I like to see a little bit more aggressiveness in where they place their wards, but I do like how their trinkets are split up. 2 reds, 2 yellows, and blue Scry Nordic. Even though the oh, there goes Nunu.
Good posturing. Looks like they're looking for someone to get caught out in the river there.
This is just waiting. He's waiting to counter engage here.
Yeah, look at the bait. No.
Whoa.
Another counter engage. That.
Oh, Diana's, what did she build? She's a little tanky. Nice run by Maokai here.
She actually just went Runeglaive.
Yeah, she got those Merc treads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is arguably a good pickup considering how much AP is actually cloistered in right
AP and CC, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to see Abyssal Scepter out of her actually at some point. So there's Garen doing a good job of taking advantage of the Maokai roam, taking tower. I haven't looked bot lane in a while. Let's see how things are going.
Yeah, I was about ready to head there myself.
CS is looking pretty even. Lucian has a little bit of a lead with boots, but it's looking pretty even bot lane.
There's an interesting thought. Brown picked up Swiftness boost. Which, now, something in the patch notes that I don't know has been touched on too much is slows no longer stack. It is the most effective slow that's going to be applied.
Right.
So if he's reducing that most effective slow by 25%, that actually makes Swiftness boots pretty interesting.
It does, but I feel like boots of mobility is still
really good. Yeah.
Awesome on yeah. I don't think blue team can do much right here. Nidalee's not there.
Oh.
Did he ult the wrong person there?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Nunu's just too fat!
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna be looking at items here.
Okay.
Let's see here. Fizz went Marilla and Omicron. Looks like Sheen and Seeker's Arm Guard. I'm guessing he just wants to get the Zonias. I don't think he's too worried about Sivir or Garen. Let me turn that on real quick while I look at these. Even though we're not supposed to use direct to camera. I feel I have to if I'm gonna really look. Rada ages out Maokai. I kind of want to talk to him after this game to see how the change felt compared to old Rite of Ages. Nunu and Diana, they're actually pretty even, to tell the truth. But yeah, it looks like she's gonna go Abyssal Scepter. I think that'll really help. It'll amplify the damage from Nidalee too, which is nice. One thing is I see here is Nidalee is a little down on CS, whereas Fizz has really kept his up. So that's like the one distinct advantage I can really see from these for either team. Really close game though. The gold lead's only 500 for a red team. Oh, Fizz is going in on Diana.
Yeah, Diana's in trouble. God, and Will, it's gonna be so hard to pin down on Fizz too.
There's that stun. He doesn't have anybody to follow up though.
No.
They should just go and do Dragon.
Yeah, just grab that.
I don't think they're really gonna get anyone else. Oh, no, they're gonna change focus to bot lane, it looks like.
Yeah, tower dive is possible.
It is. Here comes the Fizz. Oh, he's so fast in the tummy.
Wow. Just hand over the tower dive. Like, hey, look what I've got.
Okay, now Dragon's really safe.
Yeah.
I don't think blue team can contest, to tell the truth.
No.
I would like to see Lucian help out with this drag. Oh, wow. No, they are going to contest. This is actually completely turned on its head. There's going to be a couple kills here for blue team. That's a huge mistake from Lucian and the River Cat thing.
When you got big objectives on the map like Dragon, you got to focus on those.
Mm-hmm. And that could have been that was a free objective. That wasn't gonna cost them anything. They didn't have to give up pressure anywhere else. They could have just taken it quickly instead. It's gonna be 2 deaths. Luckily they still Nunu, king of smiting things. He did get it still, so but yeah. It could have been more in their favor.
Oh, poor Diana.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody... Yeah, it looks like Thresh is building Aegis of the Legion. I really like that.
Yeah.
The main threat is Fizz, and you have Maokai also adding AP damage. The only AD is Lucian. So yeah, Aegis is a fantastic buy. I love it. It looks like Tom kind of wants to go Frozen Heart maybe, or Randuin's. One of the two.
Yeah, both those picks would be good. I wouldn't be opposed to an Aegis coming out of him either.
I wouldn't either. Yeah.
Diana
That item is really good.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Fizz.
Oh. Fizz is just getting absurdly fed from Rome.
Yeah, he's kind of... He doesn't even care that his tier 1 tower is down.
Yeah, it's just get kills around the map, and apparently they'll get towers at their leisure.
Yep. I would like to see a little bit more... I don't know, it's hard for Garen to split push so effectively. He doesn't have teleport, but I feel like he can take almost anybody besides Fizz up in that top lane. I feel like, yeah, he could take Nunu, he could take Maokai, he could take whoever he wanted.
Is Maokai building Righteous Glory after he builds Rod of Ages?
Hmm.
Like if that becomes under the catalyst, I almost got to start asking questions. I think
I feel like some resistances would be more helpful at that point, but yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. You've got the Rod of Ages, it's a good start. Frozen Heart's an amazing item. Especially if you're dealing with a Garen who went Black Cleaver Brutalizer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a lot of armor shred from Garen.
Yeah.
It looks like this turret's gonna go down to Sivir, and then I'm wondering if she's gonna just rotate right up the river to the rest of her team.
Oh, Garen may have bit off more than he could. Oh,
yeah. Oh, there's the lantern.
Good lantern. Oh, that hourglass coming in.
Yep, there's that hourglass. That's what he wanted it for. Sivir ulti? Oh, she's not there yet. Oh, no way! No way! Oh my goodness. Sivir, where are you, bae? They need the speed boost. It's too late now. It's too late now.
Wow. Ground Power's relocation agency gets your trees in a safe location. Call now for a free offer. Well done, Frown.
Guaranteed didn't show up undamaged and in one piece.
I haven't And I don't want to criticize Frown too much because he's been using Tahm Kench's abilities, like that flexibility with that control has been.
And he has been in the PBE quite a lot lately, so.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't want to criticize it too much. I'd like to see him using this ultimate for like flanking potential, like with how powerful.
I don't think I've actually seen them use his ultimate once.
That's what
yeah.
Might as well make a roll of the dice to see how it plays out. Because if Tahm Kench and Fizz are able to kind of just show up on the back line with his ultimate.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Scary.
Very scary.
Still going for it. As well,
wow.
Can do that.
UZ. Oh, nice. Yeah, sorry for people on stream with my 17 frames per second. It'll get better here than the next couple weeks, I promise.
Yeah, he's gonna go and fight for his new computer.
Yeah.
Glorious combat. Looks like Nunu's gonna go ahead and pick up that Aegis for the team, so that's good. That allows Tahm Kench to switch over to Frozen Heart. That gives him some good auras for their team fights.
Yeah, did he fully upgrade his Targon's? No. That's the Targon's brace. Oh. How do you feel about not upgrading that all the way? I mean, I feel like he relies quite a bit on having a large pool of health, but I'm no expert on Tahm.
I'd say finish it.
Yeah.
And Face of the Mountain just gives a shield. It gives him a lot of health. Like, that act is fairly useful. I don't see why you wouldn't.
Yeah. Alright, so this is blue team's vision. It's okay. They have none up here in this area, though. Red team's vision, pretty darn good. They don't have anything covered below Dragon, which might be an issue for them, but both teams warding alright pretty decently for this Dragon. They seem both well prepared for it. They knew it was coming up.
And I feel like this would be a perfect situation for Frown to deliver a Fizz just right in the middle.
Oh, right. Oh, the one spear landed and Lucian's done. He's gonna have to go back.
Apparently. Oh.
Oh my goodness. Was that a flash to save the Lucian in case Lucian didn't move? Wow.
Yeah. Special Agent Antarctica.
Dear
the
Lord.
whole continent just moved for you.
Taking the bullet for your team. I like it. Looks like this will be a free drag.
Oh, bro, no.
Oh. Maybe a kill.
No.
That shield, though.
God. That shield is too well by Antarctica. Again, Special Agent Maokai.
Oh my goodness. What happens if you kill him while he's holding someone?
What happens if neither of them die? Wow, that ability.
Oh, see, that was a free dragon, guys.
Yeah, I got a little hungry.
A little. I think they saw an advantage and are looking to take it. I can't blame them for that.
Dragon's having an aneurysm. That's just me.
Oh, no, yeah, he doesn't know where he is right now. He's confused. He's getting his kids' names wrong. Okay, there we go. He's back. Thresh being a pest, but he might pay his life for that.
Yo.
And this is now turned into a free dragon for red team.
Yeah, shoot got that dragon, blue team.
Oh well. Is still in blue. He has double blue buff now.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm looking. We're saying we could see Kench use his ultimate and get Fizz in the backline, and that'd probably end a team fight pretty quickly. But it looks like they're gonna group and push as one here with Nunu in bot lane. Do you think they should just try to go 5v5 here pretty soon, or how should they approach it closing this one out if they can?
Fizz has hit a point where he can duel pretty much anybody, I believe, on blue side.
Oh yeah.
So I wouldn't necessarily hate a split push coming from these guys. And if worst comes worst, if they send 2 to deal with Fizz, in theory, if red team's in a safe spot, he could just Tahm Kench and bring some support over.
Yeah.
So red team has a lot of flexibility, and then you've got the teleport from Maokai as well. So I think in this weird opportunity, you could force a split push and just force a numbers advantage,
Mhm.
but also pushing S5 is still not a terrible option as well. Sivir does have wave clear with a boomerang blade, and they are running a little bit of a risk with Nidalee spears. So we've seen those spears just do lives of damage.
Whoa, here comes the crowd of the Righteous Glory coming in on top of the, oh, man. Oh. Interesting set of events. Nothing really happens. We did talk about how we would rather not see both Rod of Ages and Righteous Glory, but there it is.
Yeah. I think one or the other is good. At a certain point, you gotta start getting resistances. Because having a lot of health is great, but with no resistances, your health kind of isn't worth as much. Kind of like pennies on the dollar. Once you start packing some MR and some armor under your belt, your health really starts to become formidable.
It gives you more effective health, I guess is what we're trying to say.
There we go.
Effective health.
Yeah, those nice words. Thank you. I guess since we're talking about Maokai, what do you think about Youmuu's Garen?
Not like he actually can use the crit. His spin to win can crit.
Right.
Oh man.
Poor guy.
Waiting in the bushes. So it looks like their plan of action there was just to do a camp push and try to pick someone off. Now they can actually hopefully do something with this. They have a numbers advantage. I wonder if they're just gonna try and push up mid.
This would be a good time for a Baron call.
Yeah, they could ward it, or at the very least ward it up and clear it out so that you can maybe get another free kill off of that, and then really do it. But yeah, they can add a lot of pressure by hanging around that part of the map. Instead, they're down bot where Dragon's not up for how long?
At least 3 minutes at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, in that situation, like, put pressure in because you guys got a free kill and then you decided to pressure your own jungle, which is kind of awkward.
Yeah.
When you get an opportunity like that, put pressure on the map. Start clearing vision. Start getting vision on bigger objectives like Baron.
Yeah.
Pressuring Baron alone puts the blue team at uneasy. Yeah. Then you know where they're at.
So I'm gonna highlight. Yeah, I was gonna say, sorry to interrupt. I'm highlighting red team's wards. It's not they haven't warded deep at all. They had a numbers advantage. They could have just gone in as a group and deep warded the enemy jungle, and that right there is an objective in itself.
Yes.
Like that right there actually will give your team a huge advantage for the next 3 minutes. So that is something you can do if you feel like, oh, we can't take anything even though we got a pick. You know, what are we supposed to do? Just, you know, go together, increase your vision, and that will allow you to make better decisions for the next 3 minutes easy.
Yes. Yeah, it looks like they finally started that giant rotation towards top.
I like it.
Yeah.
There we go. Lucian doesn't necessarily have to be there. I feel like he can be pressuring mid with Maokai, but they're kind of afraid of Whoa. Where did that happen?
Oh no! Oh.
What happened?
Sivir flashed back into the shark.
Oh.
She spell shielded, which was really good, and then she flashed back into the shark.
I feel like those are both very isolated deaths, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
So now they could probably rush a Baron, to tell the truth.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna start going for that right now. If they're gonna do it, they need to do it within the next 10 seconds. No, Nunu, don't. Alright.
While I went back to base. Yeah, no.
Alright. This game's gonna be a little slower.
Yeah. In situations like that, when you get 2 free kills like that, go get Baron. Like, going now, not a good choice.
Yeah.
If they're just getting, like, the vision, that's fine, but don't pressure it now.
Yeah, it looks like Maokai's gonna back. Fizz is gonna do a split push. Probably, actually, it's a good idea at this point, because that's what's gonna, like, they're not confident enough in their team fight, so it looks like they're gonna have to rely on this. But one thing that reduces the effectiveness of the split push is everybody going to the same lane. But it looks like they'll be able to get dragged.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Several? Okay. Oh well. Oh, here comes the teleport by Maokai. Oh man.
This would be a perfect time for a Tahm Kench ult just to grab Thresh.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they could go for Baron. I like that call.
Yeah, that call's fine too.
No, there he is. He used it. I missed his ult. I just saw the end of it.
Huh.
Oh well. Guys, start it. Go. Do it. There we go.
L gonna go get his farm.
Yep. He knew his team had that. Sever decided to respond. Yeah, so Sever knew that they weren't going to be able to really contest it, so she decided to push out bot lane, grab some free farm, add some pressure. Maybe delay the push by red team just by a minute or so.
I like how Tahm Kench is like the next champion that starts throwing minions for
Okay, looks like their team's trying to get multiple waves pushed with their Baron buff. Oh, they're looking for a pick now. Alright. So, I feel like they should probably just have Fizz push top by himself and have the rest of the team push down mid. That probably would be pretty effective.
Yeah, they've got the gold lead, they've got the power on their end. I don't see why they should just, yeah.
I do like how blue team is responding though. They're trying to get those waves out of the way as fast as possible.
This is always a rough time too. If you're the enemy team and you have to try and survive that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. I looked away for 1 second.
Yeah, Whale's pretty powerful.
That should be tower.
That's, yeah, probably at least one inhibitor.
Fizz isn't there with him, though. I don't think they saw him go back. They could turn this.
I really want to play Tahm Kench. That shield, like, I've seen that shield in too many situations work too well.
I know, right? That's pretty amazing. Well, it looks like they'll be able to slowly close this game out. Fizz is doing a good job of just trying to end the game, I feel like.
Yeah.
Just like starting to focus instead of getting picks in the jungle, trying to facilitate that pressure into actual towers. Nice hook. That looked like a blind one.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody from red team is always backing or has backed in the last 30 seconds because there's Maokai. Oh man.
I feel like Tom should just kind of hang out and then just grab people at base and just bring them to the fight.
professional taxi service going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Kench's taxi service.
All he has to do is download the Uber app on his smartphone. Oh man.
Fizz.
Yep, and Tom Kent just went back in the last 30 seconds. Guy,
Oh my god.
it's like they have an assembly line of leaving.
Yeah.
And that's gonna cost him. Yeah.
Yep.
Even though it looks like they did get Diana, I think they're gonna get this Maokai kill.
I think. Yeah.
Oh, maybe not. But yeah, that's good. Delay the game even longer. Good job by blue team to just. It looks like they're constantly looking for a fight to where they'll get that numbers advantage. I haven't seen them engage on a 5v5 for a while, so that's always good. Anytime he swallows somebody and starts running like that, all I see is Chris Farley. Just like a fat guy in a little suit. Oh man. Now is that gonna be, which dragon is that gonna be for him?
5.
Oh boy. That's how you can close the game out right there.
Yeah.
No damage dealers, so it's gonna be a while before they take you. I think blue team can actually maybe do something here. Oh, it's only Thresh there. That's too bad. Guys, it's okay. There goes Fitzpig.
Bye bye.
Yeah, a little too late.
Yeah, why not? Eat Skull Crab. Like, Frown didn't even need to do that. He just wanted to do it to see if he could.
I wouldn't be surprised to see red team just like push out a little bit and then wait for Baron here in a minute 15.
Oh my god, Scuttle Crab's confused. It actually taking it back to base.
Oh what? Oh my goodness.
What? Frown, why?
Oh, sorry guys, bad camera movement there. Alright. Red team's they're looking for a weakness. They're not necessarily finding it that well. Baron's up in 45 seconds. It's actually going to be an objective for them now.
Yeah, I think the red team is just in a situation where they can just pick whatever fight they want.
Yeah.
They just haven't. They've always been in a situation where somebody's at base shopping.
They could probably each push up one more lane each, both Fizz and his teammates, and I think they can probably rotate and pressure Baron at least, try to get a pick and turn that into something.
Yeah.
Or they could try and just take this right now. Fizz is looking off to the side.
Sivir.
It sticks! Oh, that's unfortunate for Sivir. She gets away, but the damage was done. That's gonna be it for blue team. Inhib, towers will be next.
So in theory, Tom Kench, I'm just looking at the shield again. He could tank tower and then activate his shield and then take it for a longer time.
Yep.
Really good.
Alright, that looks like it's gonna be game. Really well fought. Really well fought by both sides. I thought both sides did things really well. Red team kinda took its time finishing the fight, so to say. Frown says Tom Kench is so broken. Who knows? What do you think? Do you think Tom Kench is broken, guys? I'd like to hear your opinions on that after watching the game. That Nid, not a team player. No. Okay, we don't need to be talking about trash talking people here in the chat.
True.
If something bad happened, just take a screenshot and send us a picture.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. I'm going to take a look at the advanced stats here. I'm going to kind of go quickly through these ones just because I feel like my voice kind of going dry. I'm going to have to grab some water after this. But
Okay.
let's see here. Thresh. I guess we can start with blue team. I kind of would just cover bot lane in general for blue team. I felt like either Sivir didn't have her ult up or she didn't use it on time a lot, her ult. there are a lot of times where it feels like her team could have gotten, like, bum rushed somebody and gotten them, but her ult was either like 3 seconds too late, or maybe it was on cooldown. I'm not exactly sure. So yeah, Sivir ult was really key, I feel like, for that whole team to work together.
Yeah.
So yeah, it takes a little bit of practice to time it right. It's really the one that and Ashe Arrow are like some of the biggest green light indicators for your team to go. So getting those down is pretty important. Diana, she did pretty well mid, I feel like. Fizz was able to kill her in Italy a couple times and kind of take over mid himself. But she had some decent early pressure, tried to make things happen, didn't quite work out. Garen did a pretty good job. You kind of do see Garen fall off in effectiveness, especially in team fights late game. And that did kind of reach late game. He was able to zone out Lucian a bit, but Fizz, with his untargetability and mobility, is just able to kind of dance around Garen, I feel like. Yeah, go ahead.
I think blue team's biggest, just weakness as a composition, and this isn't a rag on anybody in particular. It's just it's just something you notice. It's like their hard CC was fairly limited.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And Fizz was able to run amok. I think you add any sort of like hard crowd control effects.
Mm-hmm.
Keep him locked down. I think that would have really changed how that game got played.
Yeah. It did. They just didn't have all the necessary tools. They had to play it perfectly if they were gonna kill Fizz. Like they were able to do it a couple times, where they really did get him, but they weren't not having hard CC available really limited their options in terms of dealing with Fizz. Tahm Kench did pretty well. I would have liked to see an earlier Face of the Mountain. I'm not sold on Boots of Swiftness just yet, especially because like the only slows when Diana and Thresh are right on top of you and they use Flay or her little knock up, so I don't know. I feel at that point she's already right there next to you. Like if the other team had Nunu, maybe, but
yeah.
But
I think the item it's very
yeah, you made a good point. How we might see a lot more of it. So
yeah,
yeah, it's interesting. We don't know yet. I don't know yet, at least.
I've been secretly buying it against any sort of matchup as a support against like the Nash in particular.
Yeah,
that gets annoying after a while. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy Swiftness boots. Yeah, I think that might see some more situational play. I don't know. Tahm Kench is an interesting character.
He is, definitely.
I kind of get his mindset where, like, mobility boots, you kind of want to be fast all the time, especially if you're grabbing tanks and bringing them to the enemy team.
Yeah, and I guess with Tahm Kench, like, you want to get 3 stacks of your passive on people, and it's hard to do that if you lose that passive from boots and mobility.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't necessarily hate the itemization. Maybe, you know what, next time, as opposed to Swiftness, like, if there's not a lot of slows, maybe Lucidity boots. I might like that a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah.
That's also, I think that's a little bit cheaper than Swifty boots.
I think it is, yeah.
Just things to think about.
Yeah. Nunu. I don't really think haunting guys is that effective on Nunu. Even though it may synergize when you build it into Liandry's, that's slow, it'll proc the burn and everything, but yeah. I'm not a big fan of that. You did try to get some early counter jungling in. You were being very aware on the map. I noticed you saw Nidalee or Diana in a certain spot. You would go ahead and invade the other spot, and that didn't turn out well for you both times. The decision to go in was, like, I don't think you noticed Fizz back the first time, and the second time you knew Fizz was there, but he wasn't exactly looking at his mini-map while you were in the middle fighting Diana, so...
Yeah,
if you want to say anything...
Yeah, I think a better way to help with your sort of counter jungling, which is what Nunu's strong at. We encountered this last week too. Is sight zone. Getting those wards out in the enemy jungle gives you, you know where they're at, and once you're like, okay, Diana's in top side jungle, I'll just eat her bottom side jungle, and just back out of that. So adding that aggressive ward coverage, especially when you're Nunu, because you can walk in there, drop some wards, and if Diana finds you, you just walk away because you don't care. You're Nunu.
Yeah, touching on the
Oh.
wards thing, like there were very few aggressive wards, I think I should say, for blue team. Even though they were ahead, they could have lit up the enemy's jungle like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And so and that is a bit difficult because is Greater Stealth Totem still not working? I forget the upgraded one. But yeah. Looking at the wards placed, Maokai placed 27. That's actually really awesome. Good on you,
Yeah.
buddy. And both supports had over 40, which is great. Both supports had over 5 pink wards purchased. Nunu purchased 5. Wow, yeah. Both teams did really well ward-wise this game. That was awesome.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
Maokai, we don't necessarily like looks like, I don't know if Nunu built Righteous Glory first, but if one of you is gonna build it, let the other know, and then pick one of Rod of Ages or Righteous Glory. Don't do both.
Yeah, you start. It starts becoming a little less cost effective. Like one of the benefits of both Rod of Ages and Righteous Glory is that health and mana you get when you level up, and
Mhm.
you want to get some resistance at some point, sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Like if you go Roa, commit the Roa, that's fine. That's still a very good item. In your team composition, and it's something to think about too beforehand. If you need to be the engaged tools, go Righteous Glory and then
Mhm.
be the engaged tool, or build Rod of Ages and get bulky and get a little bit of damage under your belt. Both choices would I think would have been good in this comp. Picking both, it puts you behind in terms of resistance and effective health.
Yeah, it does. You may have more health points, but those health points are worth less because you have no armor or magic resist, making them stronger.
Yeah.
Like
Like if